name is Blair, and I got these at Ragstock for $8, and I just wanted to show them to you because, like, this is one of the best buys that I've ever spent money on. So today I'm actually going to be doing a haul. This is my end of year haul of the books that I probably forgot to mention in a previous haul or something like that. Just books that I've seen on my shelf that I know I haven't talked about in a video. So here you go. Here is my end of year haul. Okay, so the first book I have here is Just Juliet by Charlotte Regan, and I have a review for this, and I'll put a link right here and I'll put it in the description below. Basically this is an LGBTQ book of two girls who fall in love, and if you want more details then head on over to my review. The next book I got was Breathless by Anne Sword, and this book actually I got for my birthday from my lovely friend Sam and her mother Suzanne. I love them so much. They were in a show I was in, and I barely knew them. Like, we had just met a few months ago when we started this production, and they gave me books, and it was just so wonderful. I know nothing about this book, absolutely nothing. I don't even know if I've hauled it before, but yeah, got a little... This book, I'll put a link to the Goodreads below if you want more information on it. It's on my TBR shelf, so hopefully I'll get to it sometime. The next book I have here is Loop by Karen Aiken. This book is about time travel, and there's like a girl main character, and then she has to go back in time because she like fell in love with someone, but she ruined like the time continuum, and it's like, but it sounded really good, and I actually bought it online along with a few other books, so. The next book I have here is Even in Paradise by Chelsea Philpott. This book I was drawn to by the cover when I was buying another book. I went to Barnes & Noble, I was like, I'm just getting this book, but then I saw this, and it was only $10, and I had a coupon, so I was like, I'm just gonna get it. I'm just gonna get it. The next book I have here is The Language of Stars by Louise Haves. This book is about a girl who goes to like a party, and it's like on trespassing grounds with a bunch of like her classmates, and they end up like burning the house down, and it was a poet's house. So they have to take a poetry class by this person to appreciate poetry, and she finds out that she really loves poetry, and I love poetry, so I'm really excited to read this. Again, it's on my TBR shelf. Also, if you didn't know, I wrote a book. I'm in the process of writing a poetry book, and it's on Wattpad, and the link will be below. The next book I have here is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson, and she wrote Since You've Been Gone. She also wrote Amy and Roger's Epic Detour, which I have read. So this book is about a girl who... it's about a girl whose father is like a politician, and she like walks dogs, and I don't know that much, but it's pretty thick, and I'm excited to start it. The next book I have here is Famous Last Words by Jennifer Salvato-Dactorsky, and this book is actually about a girl who works for a paper, and she writes obituaries, so she has to deal with death all the time, and she finds out she actually wants to write. She wants to be a writer, and it's her summer, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna go into the school year, like, yes, I am ready to tackle life. And it's cute and short, and if you want something cute and short, then here you go. The next book I have here is Our Chemical Hearts by Crystal Sutherland, and I actually love the inside of this book. It's got a little fish on it, and I love it. It's so good. I actually listened to this book as an audiobook. It's about a boy named Henry, and he falls in love with a girl named Grace, and she has been through a lot of trauma, but he still really, really likes her a lot, and there's this struggle between letting her go and pursuing her, and it's amazing. And for me, it relates a lot to All the Right Places. So if you've read this book and you want something that's like it, then I would go with All the Right Places. There are trigger warnings for suicide and mental illness, so like just know that going into it. It's a little heavier than this. This is still pretty heavy, but All the Right Places is heavier. The final book I have in my haul today is The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid, and this book is so amazing. First of all, let me show you the inside, because oh my gosh, this book is so amazing. So I listened to this as an audiobook. It is a fantasy book. It's more sci-fi, as you can kind of see by the cover. It's a standalone. It's about a creature named Nemesis, and she's known as a Diabolic, and they are programmed only to protect the person they're bonded to. And she's programmed to protect Sidonia Empyrean, and she has to go in her place when they're older. They've grown up together, her protecting Sidonia. She has to go in the place of Sidonia to the imperial court, and it's really fancy and crazy, and she has to act like a human even though she isn't one, and then soon you learn that she does have feelings and she can feel, and there's a flaw in the system, and it's so great, and I love it, and it's surprisingly a short read. Like, you'd think this would take some time, but I listened to the 13-hour audiobook and I was not bored at all. It is always a great moment in this book. Wherever you go to, you will want to read it, and I loved it. So these are the books that I'm hauling. These date back to like August. So just some exciting news. I am planning on doing the holiday booktubeathon. It's gonna be my first booktubeathon I've ever done, and I'm so excited. So basically it's 3 days because of the holidays. They didn't want to do a whole week. It's more of a laid back booktubeathon, which I'm kind of happy about because I kind of want to like just slowly ease into it because I feel like I couldn't do like the full blast one. There's 3 challenges and there's 3 days to do these challenges. I believe one of them is read a book that has your favorite color on the front, read a book that was a gift. I'm hoping somebody gives me a book for Christmas. I'm just hoping. I also really want a bookshelf. Again, I said this in my last video, but I really need a bookshelf. I need it to be metal because I have a metal side table, if you didn't see there, and a metal bed, and I want a metal bookshelf. And it's just like, yes. The third one is read a genre that you found this year. And I think I'm gonna do poetry because that's the most like impactful genre this year. I feel like it's a tie between that and fantasy. I've read quite a lot of fantasy this year and I've loved it. I actually plan on buying myself Milk and Honey, the very famous poetry book that's out right now. Oh, and I have to show you, I got this new skirt. I got this skirt. It goes with this shirt. It's gonna be like my New Year's outfit and I'm so excited about it. Isn't it fantastic? I love it. So I will hopefully be doing a video a day talking about each of the books. It might be really late at night, I don't know, but we're just gonna go with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.